and Sasha from Women's Fight News, and I'm with Rack from Box Story, and we're here to talk about everything that's been happening in women's boxing and everything that's coming up.
Talking of other big fights moving away from the undisputed bracket, we've got another big fight in the UK, November the 5th. Hannah Rankin challenges for the 154-pound WBA title. This will be on Fight Zone. I think this is Fight Zone's biggest fight today. And to top it off, it's going to be an all-female card. So all-female cards for the WBA World title headlined by Hannah. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. She's getting a big opportunity. She's been around the world. She's taken fights, hard fights, difficult fights, fights against the odds. And, she's persevered, and now she's getting the opportunity, the ball's in her court.
Yeah, Hannah deserves it. She's always happy to fight in someone else's backyard. Like you say, she'll travel the world to fight. She'll get in the ring with anyone. And I think when you do that, you deserve these opportunities, because you're really paying your way in the sport. And I'm glad Fight Zone have got her. I think it's a great platform. I think it's great they're doing an all-female card. They've got some great females under them as well. But I don't think the opponent's been released, has it, for Hannah yet?
Yeah, it has. It's
Has it?
Lindberg.
Oh yes, it is. It is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, decent opponents as well. But yeah, I see Hannah coming through that one. But actually, that'll be a really good fight. That'll be a really good fight to watch. But yeah, Hannah deserves that.
Lindberg's been in the circuit for a while. She's experienced. She knows the game. It's a fight. Hannah can win this fight. It's definitely set up for her to win this fight. She just needs to do all of the things that she's done in the gym, all the things that she's practiced and learned from the experience. As long as she does those things, she will prevail. But Lindberg's the kind of opponent where, with all the experience and tricks that she knows, if you take your foot off the gas or if you show any dents in your armor, she'll exploit that. So Hannah needs to put A game to this fight to ensure she gets that WBA title, keeps that WBA title staying in London that night.
Yeah, Lindberg's tough. But I mean, I think Hannah looks in the best shape of her life. When you see her posting pictures and see her training a little bit and things like that, she looks in unbelievable shape. So I think that night we're going to see the best version of Hannah Rankin, 100%.
So you see, like throughout lockdown, last year, 2020 lockdown, a lot of fighters' career got put on ice. A lot of fighters' gym habits and routines got upheld. Let me tell you this, Noel and Hannah were training away throughout the whole lockdown period of time. They had a routine set up. They had access to a gym that only they were using, and they just didn't stop. So where a lot of fighters fell off the ball in 2020, Hannah was on her game throughout the whole way through. Other fighters probably declined. She kept at it, and she didn't miss a beat. Did not miss a beat at all. I think during the lockdown period, she had 3 fights. She had the fight against Savannah Marshall. She fought in South Africa. She had a fight just before the lockdown started. So she kept busy. She had the same amount of fights that some fighters would have in a non-pandemic year. So, yeah, going into this fight, I definitely feel Hannah will still remain focused, strong. And yeah, she's got this. No doubt she's got this.
Yeah, 100%. And I just can't wait for the whole show as well. Interesting. They've got quite a few good females with Fight Zone. So I think that whole card's going to be a good one to watch.
Talking of Fight Zone as well, they're doing a really good job bringing some of the younger up-and-coming fighters, the prospects, the debutants coming through. Like Stevi Levy, Katie Healy, Hannah Baggaley, they've all made appearances on Fight Zone. They've all got their career started off to positive starts. And we can only wait to see what awaits them for the future. We can already see fighters like Hannah again opportunities after working her way to get there. These girls could be following the same boat, give another 2 years down the line.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at someone like Stevi as well. Like, she's built up a huge fan base. She's so popular, and she's doing brilliant. She puts on a great performance. So it's great to see them on a good platform like that. It's what they deserve. They get to showcase their skills. More people get to see it. So it's great that it's televised. It's great that you can get the app and for the price of it as well. It's like $4.99 a month, and they've constantly got shows on. I just think it's one of the best. It's the same price as a cup of coffee practically, and you're getting all these fights per month. So I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good deal. It's good publicity, and like saying this day and age, all your boxing needs to be streamed. Boxing needs to be televised. Long gone the days of you telling your friends, "Oh, I box on Saturday night. Here's a little footage on my phone from the back row." No, we need 4K. We need 4K cameras. We need everything to be shot professionally. We need it for the gram, right? We need it for the social media. That's what it's about these days.
Yeah. I mean, look at someone like Hannah Baggaley. Like, she actually hasn't had her pro debut yet. Obviously, she's done the exhibition against Hannah Rankin. She's had a bit of a nightmare with opponents. Like, Oh, I do feel really sorry for her. It's a tough time, especially women's boxing. The pool isn't that big, so getting these foreign fighters is difficult. But she's already built up a huge fan base, and it's thanks to the likes of social media, Fight Zone, and all stuff like that that people know who she is, and she hasn't had her debut fight yet. I think that's brilliant because otherwise you're talking about fighters are like, oh, I've had 20 fights on small hall shows, and only people who come and pay to see you, people who already knew you, know you're a boxer. This has just opened it up so much bigger to a bigger audience.
That's actually a really good point because I actually thought Hannah Baggaley had her first fight by now, but I see her on commentary, I see her on social media, I see her at gyms training here and there, I see her at the fight zone shows all the time. So I actually thought she had her fight by now, but yeah, that just goes to show she's not even had a fight yet, but we all know who she is.
But you know who she is, yeah.
That's what's important at the end of the day.